Hey guys, thank you for checking out my episode today. It's been a crazy week. Definitely wasn't feeling the gym this week at all. I had a little one who was sick, so kind of threw me off my game a lot, but he's all better now and had fun on his field trip today. So I was thinking about what to share with you guys today, and I do get a lot of questions about nutrition, about just really anything to do with nutrition, because there's so many diets out there and so many people's bodies react different to different things that they eat, how much they eat, how little they eat. This person did this and they lost 40 pounds, but you did this and you lost nothing. You lost the weight, you gained it back. So everybody's body is going to react different with food. Like it's just how it is. And really the key to it is consistency, to figure out what works for you. It takes time, but I wanted to share with you today some things that over time I have figured out that I really react well to, and explain as much as I can, simplistically, why I react so well to it, and really just how much I enjoy eating this way compared to the gratification you get when you go eat like a fried chicken sandwich. Of course it's delicious, but that gratification's only, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. You're like, man, that's like a really good fried chicken sandwich. But then you feel like shit. If you don't feel like shit, you might later. And then even if you don't later, you definitely talk shit in your head. That has to be the worst, is that negative self-talk and that beating yourself up for eating something that only lasted like 5 minutes. It's ridiculous, because that self-talk will go on and on and on. So I wanted to share with you some ways that like I eat, and really how over time I figured out like this works for me, and then how I create maybe different things that I'm like, okay, well, I would way rather eat this over like this. So I'm gonna share with you some of those things. So I eat carbs. I eat complex carbs. Complex carbs are going to be carbs that are slow digesting and longer lasting. So potatoes. I love potatoes. I got this on Amazon. I got a potato, onion, and garlic, but I love potatoes. Obviously I don't fry potatoes, but I know majority of people now have an air fryer, so I will cut them up and I will have roasted potatoes daily. I love roasted potatoes. I'll have roasted potatoes for breakfast. I'll have roasted potatoes for dinner. Next carb that I do eat are oats. I highly recommend just buying regular oats. Do not buy the processed oats, like Quaker oats, like I can't even think of what they're called because I don't even see them anymore. But it saves so much more money because you get like a big tub of oats and then you can do so much to them, so much. You can add cinnamon and pumpkin spice with drops of stevia, and you can add little bits of fruit if you want. I know you can put protein powder, and there's just so many things you can do with oats, and it saves money. And I mean, it's just so much better for you. I'm a busy working parent, so I definitely keep these little suckers in my pantry. There's all different flavors, but it's 90-second rice, or rice and quinoa. Like, I have quinoa. I will easily admit I don't have a rice cooker, and I am the worst rice cooker on the face of the planet. I will burn rice. I don't know why. I can cook anything but rice. So weird. So I like these. They're great. Also, eat fats. I eat fats and carbs. I have good fats though. I eat healthy fats. So I will show you the healthy fats that I keep in my house. Okay, fats. Of course, I keep avocados in my house. Avocados are a great source of nutrition. They're so good. Like, if you guys want me to dive deeper in on like the nutritional facts of each different thing, that's the whole YouTube video in and of itself. Healthy fats from avocados. Nut butters. Nut butters you have to be careful of, because they're just a lot of calories. I'm good with it. I do like 2 tablespoons, a tablespoon. But something with nut butters that I would be very cautious with is always look at the ingredients, because I try to buy a big kind of jar, but this is almond butter. I do have peanut butter too. But you just want to see all the ingredients. There's manufacturers out there that will still put not great things in nut butters. So always check, like this one right here. I don't know if you can see, it literally roasted almonds. I also keep tree nuts in the house, but apparently they're all gone. I like walnuts, and my husband likes like mixed trail mix stuff. I like walnuts and cashews, and I use that also, and I pack them as snacks or snack on them here and there. I try to buy like the portioned ones, so that way I don't space out and over consume them. And of course, proteins. I have a lot of proteins, so it's kind of hard to like hold up and show you guys, but I really don't like limit the choices of protein. I mean, I have chicken breast, grilled chicken, red meat if I want to. I'm not a huge red meat eater, but every once in a while, I mean, a steak sounds good. Burger sounds good. I love ground turkey meat, eggs, of course. Also, I have egg whites and whole eggs. I like to get my fat content from an avocado instead of like whole eggs. The yolk of an egg contains a lot of vitamins and minerals. It is really good for you. I've gotten used to having egg whites. That's a personal preference, but a whole egg yolk is really good for a really good fat content that is healthy for you. But with my protein, I can just go on and on. Rather it's a seafood, egg, steak, chicken, tuna. I mean, I really try to consume, you know, a good amount of protein, and I make sure it is never fried, grilled, baked, air fried, slow cooked, roasted, smoked. That's a new one for us. My husband and I got a smoker, and he's like, I mean, it's just been great. Now that I shared with you some of the big ingredients that I like to use, some of the main staple ingredients, I always have all this stuff in my house. Maybe not all the proteins, but I have what I showed you always in my house. But I'd also like to share, because sometimes, you know, changing the way you eat is it's hard. It can be drastic, because you are very overwhelmed with society being like, you can't. So one thing that I don't eat it daily. I mean, I come really close to eating it daily, just because, I mean, if I cook it daily, I'd eat it daily. If I try to keep chicken strips, potatoes, and then I season. Okay, so I will cut up potatoes, throw them in my air fryer. I will cut up the chicken into like chicken strips, throw them in my air fryer as well. I will season them with this little guy, ranch seasoning. I mean, it just tastes so good. Like, you look at it like, okay, well, I miss my ranch dressing. Well, ranch dressing is terrible for you. Mayonnaise is terrible for you. It's so much better to like find an alternative and just work on that alternative, and then like you just keep building and building. I put this all over my chicken. I put this all over my potatoes. All that's done. And I have a vegetable, of course, whatever vegetable it may be, like there. And then I have ketchup. I love ketchup. I used to not like ketchup. And then all of a sudden, the past few months, which I kind of blamed it on COVID. I don't know, like I got all better from COVID, and then I was like, man, ketchup sounds really good. I always buy sugar-free ketchup. I always read ketchup ingredients, because again, manufacturers will just not put great things in their ketchups. So this ketchup is an easy pickup. There can be and are better ones that you can purchase. But really, I mean, if you're trying to stick within a budget, and this is a pretty big jug compared to like the alternatives that might be a little pricier. But like, I have roasted potatoes instead of French fries with my ketchup, chicken strips, flavored ranch, and a vegetable, which again, I might put ranch on that. You know, you just take a step outside of, you know, this box that you're trying to shove yourself in to be healthy, and, you know, just take the baby steps. There's so many of those. There's so many steps you can take to have a better meal without being like, well, that sounds terrible. I don't want to eat that today. Like, okay, no, let's try to like mess with it and maybe it can be really, really good. I'm just like you guys. I'm a busy working mom. You know, I have 4 rescue animals. I have a husband, a house chores on top of all of it. You know, just like a lot of women out there. And really over time, I just wanted to have a healthier lifestyle. And so I've just learned these things over time. I love sharing them with you. I want to keep sharing with you. I know kind of going over these different ingredients today, I'm sure you guys have like so many questions. So many questions, and I want to answer them. I do. I just would like for you guys to leave me feedback below. I mean, if you have personal questions, you can always message me, email me. You can message me through the Facebook group that we have. You can email me privately. But I would love to keep making more YouTube content that maybe dives deeper into the seasonings or how I cook it, or why did I choose this potato over this potato? You know, why do I eat this, not that? You know, and more and more and more. So please leave some feedback below. I want to keep sharing with you guys. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit like and don't forget to hit subscribe, because I do have another video I am going to make for you guys to show you how to make a really healthy dessert before bed. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for checking this out today.